Yo, what is going on, everybody? All zero of you. Hope some people join in here a little bit. Going to be calling Iowa State at TCU today. Should be a good one. Max Duggan not starting for TCU, but is available. Should be coming up here in a few minutes. As far as predictions or anything, I would say I think the line is Iowa State by 3. I think that's fair. I think it started like Iowa State by 5, and then Louisiana happened, or it was Iowa State by like 6, and then Louisiana happened. But there's a lot of schools in week 1 that started out slow. A lot of teams that didn't look as good as they should have in week 1, or their first week, not necessarily week 1. So I like Iowa State to bounce back here. I'd say 7 is a good number, like a 27-20 maybe, or a 30-23. I don't know what the over is, or the over under. Not too much of a betting person, if I'm honest. But I think the number's 3 or Iowa State by 3. I'm pretty sure what the line's at. I would take Iowa State to cover that. I think it's Iowa State by 4 now. I still like Iowa State to cover that. I'd say by 7. Like I said, like a 27-20, 30-23, something like that. Over under's 42. I like the over in that. Or 42 and a half. I like the over. Got some more snacks here to nibble on. Today it's cheddar cheese jalapeno poppers. And hopefully we have a better game than 2 weeks ago. The Packers have gotten off to a good start. My boy, Alan Lazard, helping that team off to a 2-0 start. We've also been streaming all of the Green Bay Packers games. So we will be live tomorrow night. Sunday night, they play the Saints. Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers in New Orleans for Sunday Night Football. We will be streaming for that. We should be getting underway here in Fort Worth any minute now. It was, I believe, a set kick at 12:30 Central Time, 1:30 Eastern. Currently, let's go over some. There was Power 5 teams today. Oklahoma up on Kansas State, 21-7 at halftime. Pittsburgh Louisville, that's a top 25 matchup. Pittsburgh is up 19-17 with 3 minutes to go in the first half. Syracuse leading Georgia Tech 17-0 early in the second quarter. Auburn, Kentucky, that's another top 25 matchup. Auburn has just scored right at the end of the first half to make it 14-7. Auburn up front. Florida Ole Miss is currently 21-14 Florida. That's a close game. Florida leading by 7 there late in the first half. And I think that's all for Power 5 games so far. Louisiana and Georgia Southern tied at 7 at halftime. Man, Louisiana is not making that loss to them look any better. by not playing super well in their next 2 games. We've got Central Florida up on Eastern Carolina. That game is 13-7. UCF has just tacked on a field goal. We've got Campbell leading Appalachian State. That's a surprise, or at least I would assume that's a surprise. Appalachian State usually a surprise Group of 5 team. Campbell leading 13-10, and Liberty in the red zone, tied at 7 with Florida International. As we are good to go, Iowa State at TCU. Ooh, that's loud. That's loud. I was not expecting my stream to be that loud. Woke up, played some NCAA 14, beat number 6 Washington in my Idaho Dynasty, and now I'm here. Hey, happy to have you, Zach. Hopefully this stream goes a little bit better than 2 weeks ago. I was not a happy camper during that game. We've got Iowa State at TCU on FS1 here. They're talking about redemption. You're damn right, redemption. Iowa State rocking the Cardinal helmets with the white jerseys and the Cardinal pants. TCU's won 18 straight home openers. All right. Well, then. I think it's also TCU's won 8 straight at home against Iowa State. Something like that. I think they were talking about that today on game day. By the way, game day picks. Desmond Howard and David Pollock picked us. And Corso, Herb Street, and their guest picker who was Stugatz. He's I think he's an ESPN talent. I recognize the name, but I didn't recognize the guy. But his name was Stugatz. We loved it. You're darn right we love Des. Desmond Howard. What a guy. What a guy, that Desmond Howard. But yeah, Kirk Herbstreit, Stugatz, and Corso all pick TCU. As we come back from commercial, Fort Worth, Texas, 81 degrees, 64% humidity, and not a cloud in the sky from that aerial shot. Looks like Iowa State will be kicking off to start the game. Matt Campbell on the sideline. Would rate the hat curve a solid 15 out of 10. Curved, as always. Your feed must be way in front of mine. That's odd, because usually my feed is way behind everybody. Have people jumping in the stream being like, yo, did you just see that? I'm like, not yet. Iowa State kicking off here. Hopefully can we just kick it out of the end zone for the love of God, please? Hey, that's in the end zone. Yes, we kicked it out of the end zone. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Jesus. Kicked it out of the end zone. Like I mentioned earlier, Max Duggan is available but is not starting. Matthew Downing is getting the start. It's his first start at TCU. He sat out all of last year, transfer from Georgia. So definitely a capable quarterback that Iowa State's going to be going up against today. I should probably have TCU's lineup pulled up so I can call it. Downing in the shotgun, 3 receivers left, 2 to the right. Empty set, man in motion right to left. They fake it to him. Downing keeps it, and he is hit hard. It's Jake Hummel on the stop off the right side. That is a loss of 2. Iowa State in the backfield already. Let me pull up the TCU football roster. Downing in the shotgun. Running back to his left, 2 receivers left. Iowa State jumps offside. That'll be a 5-yard penalty against the Cyclones. That's how you want to play. Yeah, that is how we want to play defense. But Lee then jumps off sides. And TCU now 2nd and 6 from the 29-yard line. Downing in the shotgun, back to his right. Man in motion, right to left, takes snap, looking over the middle, now stepping up, rolling to his right. He's got room to run, and he gets to the 34-yard line, tackled by number 34, Orion Vance. And it'll be 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1 for the the Horned Frogs. Pardon my language. 3rd and 1 from the 34. TCU Downing in the gun. Back to his right, 1 receiver left, 1 right. Tight end at the end of the line on each side. Takes snap. Give is to the back running left. Gets the first down up to the 38-yard line. 1st and 10, TCU. Orion Vance hit him right at the line, but it would have been a tough tackle. Greg Eisworth came in and finished the job off, but it was too little too late. Trips receivers right, 1 left. Downing in the gun. Play fake, looking left. Fires left. And he had a first down, but they will not award forward progress as the receiver came back to the ball and then ran out of bounds after a gain of 9. I'll be honest, I do not know TCU's roster as well as I should. As they run the hurry up, and the camera did not catch the play. It was a deep ball to Barber over the right side. It fell incomplete. 3rd and 1 again for the Horned Frogs, who have looked all right with Downing at quarterback so far. Couple plays here and there. It's still early, though. 12:43 to go in the first quarter. Downing in the gun, back to his right, 2 receivers right, 1 left. He fakes it, and he keeps it, and he will just pick up the first down, pick up of 2, maybe 3. Greg Eisworth again in on the stop. I believe it was Arnold Azuna also up there. TCU running hurry up, give up the middle to the back. Cuts up, avoids 1 tackle, and picks up a first down. Mike Rose on the stop. That's a gain of 11, maybe 12. And TCU running the hurry up again. They are running wild here in Fort Worth. Another give to the back, running left. Azuna and Jake Hummel in on the stop. That'll be a gain of 7, though, off the left side. And TCU continues the hurry up. Empty set, 2 receivers left, 3 right. Takes a snap, looking quick right. Runs a nice little curl route for a first down to the Iowa State 29-yard line. TCU on the move. And with this tempo, they have caught the Cyclone defense sleeping, and they've just been picking them apart up and down the field here on this opening drive. 1st and 10, TCU from the Iowa State 29-yard line. Downing in the shotgun. 2 backs in the backfield. Give running left. And there is a flag. Tackle for no gain. Maybe 1. But it looked like they were blowing the play dead. And that is the case. False start on the offensive line of TCU. My stream just switched over to the truck series for like 2 seconds. Hey man, truck series pretty entertaining. I don't know where they're at this week. But hey, truck series has been pretty entertaining this year, so that's no knock on the truck series, but I certainly would prefer to watch the Iowa State game. Motion man left to right, downing in the gun, fake, and running a screen on 1st and 15, makes one man miss, and Lawrence White makes the stop after about a gain of 8. It'll be a 2nd and 7. Nifty play calling here from TCU. They ran a play fake, and then they faked like the quick out, and they're not giving me much time to talk about it as they hurry it up again, and there's a drop on the left sideline, and it'll be 3rd and 6 for the Horned Frogs. They were at Vegas. Oh, well, then never mind. Vegas is a shitty track. All those freaking 1.5 mile cookie cutter ovals. Get that out of here. Third and 6 here for the Horned Frogs. They finally give me a chance to catch my breath. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Downing in the gun back to his left. Takes the snap. Looking right to the Trips receiver side, and he's sacked. It's Latrell Bankston, the JUCO transfer, now with sacks in back-to-back games, and that'll bring on the TCU field goal unit. And Iowa State gets home with a 3-man rush. Latrell Bankston, the man, the myth, the legend himself. Great move on the center. And Bankston in the backfield with the sack. Atta baby. 4th and 11, TCU brings on the field goal unit. And it looks like they want the play clock reset, maybe? And they will take a timeout as the play clock was winding down. Oh, they only had 10 guys out on the field. Yeah, Latrell Bankston, my man. As we hit our first real commercial break, TCU was lining up to kick a field goal. Good bend, don't break drive for the Iowa State defense. The TCU tempo looked like Iowa State was going to struggle with it. They recovered with the help of a drop. I'll be honest. Let's get some water going. I'm trying to pour it quietly so it doesn't like pick up in the microphone. Yeah, that was a key drop there from TCU. So thank you to that receiver. I didn't catch who it was, but kind of stalled the TCU drive. The false start also helped, making it 1st and 15. I just checked Twitter, and Fox Sports NFL tweeted out, if you were starting a football team, which quarterback would you rather build around, Jared Goff or Josh Allen? I'm not even a big fan of Josh Allen, but it's hard to not say Josh Allen in that situation. I'll be honest, it's hard for me. Oh no. Okay, so I haven't been on Twitter all morning. Of the two, Josh Allen, Goff is a system quarterback. Okay, I don't think system quarterback is necessarily a bad thing. Because like if you're in a good system and you work well in that system, like Tom Brady in New England, like sure, go for it. But I do agree Josh Allen's the pick. I guess Tariq Milton is out today. I don't know. I must have missed that. Josh Allen brings more to the table. Yeah, I agree. He's just going to truck the linebackers. Goff doesn't do that. TCU on to attempt 49 50-yarder. Like I just said, Tariq Milton is out. I did not know this. That makes me sad. He is lower leg injury as TCU attempting a 49-yard field goal from the left hash snap. And that kick is no good. Short. Yeah, that sucks. We're deep wide receiver. Yeah. I'm excited to see Landon Akers. I don't know if that was blocked. It looked like it came off his foot real awkward. It was almost spiraling, like flat spinning almost. Cough Joe Skates. Hey, that's my boy. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know Joe Skates. I mean, I know like who he is and everything. I know all about Joe Skates. But yeah, I'm excited to see Landon Akers. Because I've always been a fan of his, and everyone kind of like talks down on him, and I'm like, bro, that's my guy. That's Landon Akers. All right, Iowa State takes over at the TCU 32. Charlie Kohler is in the game and playing. He motions right to left. Brock Purdy in the gun. Breece Hall to his right, and the first throw to Charlie Kohler on the slant left side, and you love to see it. Charlie Kohler. And I anticipate a heavy dosage of Charlie Kohler today as he goes to the sideline after the first play. So he might be on a limited snap count, maybe. I don't know. Good to have him back, though. Brock Purdy in the gun, empty set. Three receivers right, 2 left. Tight end motions to the backfield, Dylan Sainer. Now Breece Hall motions left to behind Brock Purdy. And they run a weird little option play, and that doesn't work at all. I don't really know what that was. Purdy signaled like he wanted Breece Hall to be on his right, and then they ran like a weird fake handoff option left, and it just didn't work out at all. That was interesting. Not sure what that was all about, but hopefully that was just a miscommunication. We don't see any more of that. 3rd and 6 for the Iowa State offense. Sean Shaw entering the game for the first time at wideout, split wide left. 2 receivers right, Breece Hall in the backfield. TCU bringing pressure. Brock Purdy looking deep right side and throws into double coverage, and it's broken up. Man. And the offense still not doing much of anything. And he was under pressure, got hit right after he threw it, but man, that's an interesting decision from Brock. Joe Rivera on to punt. Been very high on him. He's been an excellent punter for us. What was that? Yeah, I have no idea. Rivera gets off a good boot, an excellent boot, almost too excellent, and it is too excellent as it goes out of the end zone. And TCU will come back out on offense for their second drive of the game. Man, this offense has just been stagnant as fuck for 2 games. Granted, it's been 1 drive of the second game. But it wasn't good. It was not good. miscommunications, thrown into double coverage while you're under pressure. It's just nothing about that drive was good. Other than seeing Charlie Kohler. Seeing Charlie Kohler make a catch made me happy. I don't think he played either of the second or third down snaps, though. So if missing, okay, I'll be honest. If missing Charlie Kohler is doing that to our offense, it's going to be a long season. And I don't mean that in that Charlie Kohler's like going to miss a lot, because hopefully he's healthy. But like, if missing a tight end is doing that, that has me worried. Also, like I said, Tariq Milton out, who's basically our only deep threat that's proven. It's also probably not great, but had him all of last game, never took a shot. Everything we ran 2 weeks ago was, did anyone read the playbook in the offseason on Twitter? No, I don't think anyone did. Let's see. Brock Purdy became Blake Bortles over the summer. Yeah. That's what it's looking like. Apologies. Give was to the back running left. Picked up about 4. They're going over the TCU schedule about how they haven't played a game yet. TCU in the hurry up, looking deep right side. He's going to throw right side, and it's caught at the 37-yard line. Moves forward to about the 39 by Thomas. I'm checking names here. Dylan Thomas. It was Trayvon Kyle on the coverage, who made a break on the ball, went for the ball, not the player. Not that it would have made much of a difference. Sweep running left, a good play made by Mike Rose to limit that to a 5-yard gain. Barber had the edge had it not been for Mike Rose, and he might still be running. Had a blocker out in front. Great job by Mike Rose to make that stop. They give him 4. It'll be 2nd and 6 for the Horned Frogs from the 43-yard line. Give running left. Cuts up the middle. Big hole down to the Iowa State 40. Loses his helmet. Aishim Young on the stop. And that was Darwin Barlow, the redshirt freshman. There's a flag on the play. I'm sure this will be some sort of face mask or something because he lost his helmet. You know, because nobody ever loses their helmet anymore, like, because of a football play. Officials still discussing the penalty. And there is no foul for a face mask. All right. I feel like that actually was a face mask on Aishim Young. Downing in the gun. 2 receivers left, 2 right, back to his right in the backfield. Downing looking, now fires right to the back. Missed tackle. God. Tackle. Holy shit, guys. Missed tackle week after week after week. Put pads on a guy. Jesus Christ. picks up another TCU first. Or no, they're going to mark him out 1 yard short. In the pistol, give running a right side, cut back up the middle. He will pick up the first down to the Iowa State 28-yard line. Oh, did they mark him short too? Good Lord. Oh, no, they gave him the first down on the pass. So this will be 2nd and 9. Gain of 1. Empty set for Matthew Downing. 3 receivers left, 2 to the near side, right side. Looking left, Iowa State bringing 3, and they get to him again. This time it's Jaquan Bailey on the sack. Back at the 34-yard line. And with that sack, Jaquan Bailey sets the Iowa State record for career sacks. Well done, Jaquan Bailey. Good to have you back this season, man. I don't know what that cut to the receiver was, but 3 receivers left, 1 right, back to Downing's right in the backfield. Iowa State looks like they're going to bring pressure, and timeout from Iowa State on 3rd and 13. You love to see it. Iowa State defense rolling with the bend, don't break strategy so far. Give up a whole bunch of yards, then get a key sack late in the drive, and then hopefully just win because of that. As let's jump back to Twitter, see what all we got going on. Jaquan Bailey on the Latrell Bankston sack actually got credit for half a sack. So he already was technically by half a sack Iowa State's sack leader. But I'm not going to count that half sack because I thought it was all Latrell Bankston. So congratulations to Jaquan Bailey, the sack man himself, for becoming Iowa State's all-time leader in Iowa State history. Not much going on Twitter. Just talking about our man Jaquan Bailey becoming the all-time sack leader. I will say Iowa State's been getting pressure rushing 3. So, as long as we can, sure up the tackling and, stop giving up these 9-yard runs on the edge, we should be set on defense. Jaquan Bailey is a legend. The man, the myth, the legend himself. Jaquan freaking Bailey, dude. And this season doesn't count, right? So he could technically come back, right? Is that how that works? I don't know, because he's a senior. So I don't know how that works. He was tied with Sean Moorhead, the Brandon Whedon of the NCAA. Hell yeah, dude. Third and 13. Trips receivers left, running back to Downing's right in the gun. And they do a little shovel pass, and that'll be incomplete. It fell incomplete. That would have been interesting if they called it a fumble, but, you need a little shovel pass. Iowa State did recover, but It was a shovel pass, not a fumble. And on 4th and 13, TCU will punt instead of taking the long field goal try. TCU definitely winning the field position battle, if nothing else. And he boots it down towards the Iowa State goal line, and no chance for TCU to down that. It'll be a touchback. Iowa State will come back out from their own 25. Man, they just showed Brock Purdy after that Texas win last year when he was like pointing to the crowd. Oh, man, gets me fired up every time. Hopefully it gets him fired up, too, at hopefully the offense does something. Hopefully we stop running the there are also people talking about the no call on the face mask, which was definitely a face mask, by the way. I clarified that. It was definitely a face mask. Checking Twitter here, not a whole lot going on. Let's just put together a really nice drive here. That would be so nice. Just put together a nice 75-yard drive. Punch one in, take the lead, keep getting pressure on defense by rushing 3, and win us a football game. Get some more water flowing. Stay hydrated, y'all. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water, staying healthy in these trying times. All right, second drive for the Iowa State offense. Purdy in the pistol. Johnny Lang in the backfield. Fake is to him. Gives it to Dylan Sainer on the right side, and he gets 15 yards. That's a great play call there from Iowa State. Fake to Johnny Lang left. Get Purdy on the roll to the right. Hit Dylan Sainer. Nice little pitch and catch for 15 yards, and Iowa State is on the move. Brock Purdy again in pistol. This time the give is to Johnny Lang. Cuts back left side. Had a lot of room, but only gets about 3. It looked like the Iowa State line had completely sealed off the right side, and Lang cut it back to the left and just got stuffed after about 3 yards. Brock Purdy in the gun. Breece Hall coming in from the sideline. Officials giving TCU a chance to substitute. Breece Hall to Brock Purdy's right. Now, I believe that's Sainer to his left. Breece Hall stays back to block. Give is to Xavier Hutchinson over the middle. Another JUCO transfer who was targeted very frequently 2 weeks ago. And that's a short gain of about 2. It'll be 3rd and 5 for the Iowa State offense. Third and 5, Brock Purdy. Xavier Hutchinson, by the way, might have been about as targeted as I've seen an Iowa State receiver, including Deshaunte Jones from last year. I mean, Brock Purdy was looking to find him all day 2 weeks ago. Trips receivers right, one left. Brock Purdy rolling right, stepping up. He's going to throw it away over Charlie Kohler's head. Charlie Kohler was triple covered. Brock Purdy just throwing it away. 4th and 5. And Iowa State will punt again. Joe Rivera. Into punt. Gets away another boomer of a kick. This one also goes into the end zone. Man, I'll tell you what. If Joe Rivera could angle his punts ever so slightly either direction, that man might be one of the better punters in Iowa State history. Because, man, that kid's got a cannon of a leg. TCU back on offense, Downing in the gun. And they run a reverse running right. He's got the edge to the 25, stumbles and falls forward to the 30-yard line. Barber had a lot of room and just stumbled, tripped. The turf monster got him. Thank you, Iowa State defense, for that pick 6 you're about to have. I certainly hope so, Twitter, man. Oh, man, he had all the room in the world to run, and the turf monster got him. They'll mark him down at the 29. That'll be 2nd and 1 here for TCU. Well, my stream is stuck on the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series again, so what did I miss? Not a lot. We punted again. And then TCU ran a nifty little reverse. They got 9. That's really unfortunate that it wants you to watch the Truck Series, because Vegas is not a good track. I like the Truck Series, but not at Vegas. Downing in the gun, back to his left. Trips receiver is also left. Iowa State showing pressure, and it looks like they drew a false start. Good job by the defense there. It'll be 1st and 15 TCU. Iowa State showed pressure off of the offense's left side. It was, I believe it was Orion Vance showing pressure. Same formation for TCU, 1st and 15. Give up the middle to the back, and he is stopped for no gain. Latrell Bankston. Or no, excuse me. It was not Latrell Bankston. That was Enyi Owazarike on the stop. My apologies. 2nd and 15. Iowa State's D-line really keeping this team in the game. I'll be perfectly honest. It appears I was wrong on my I like the over prediction. Jet sweep. No, he fakes it. And another tackle for loss. Never mind. He gets back to the line of scrimmage. Jake Hummel having a good game. I believe that's 2 or 3 tackles for him already here in the first quarter. Ooh, illegal formation, but Matt Campbell and the Cyclones correctly declined the penalty. It'll be 3rd and 15. TCU had 5 guys in the backfield. 2 receivers to each side, running back to Downing's left. Now motion's right. They run a screen left side, broken tackle, and he picks up about 13, maybe 14. It'll be 4th and 1 as we end the first quarter. Another missed tackle, killing Iowa State on defense here, as TCU will have 4th and 1. Iowa State scoreless in the first quarter again. If they had gotten that first down, I would have lost my shit. Yeah. It's the same running play left off the left side. Yeah. So for those of you that don't know who I am David Braga, contributor and writer for Wide Right Natty Light. And so a lot of what I get on Twitter when I do these streams is from Wide Right Natty Light tweets, replies to those tweets from people, in that circle. So if you enjoy my content or you want to see more of what I do, be sure to check out Wide Right Natty Light. I'll post a link in a second. There we go. So be sure to check out the site. We are the Iowa State branch of the SB Nation. Very large group of blog posts and blog sites, I guess, if you want to say it, or just blogs. I don't know. And so be sure to check that out. I write the postmortems, which 2 weeks ago was not very fun to write. But basically, it goes up every Monday after an Iowa State football game. And I basically go over what went right and what went wrong in every game. Just thought I'd plug that a little bit for the few people that are in here. If you were not familiar with Wide Right Natty Light, be sure to check that out. You can also follow them on Twitter or follow me on Twitter. Those links, 1 second. There is the Wide Right Natty Light Twitter, and 1 second. Oh, that's not what I want. And that is my Twitter. Be sure to check all those out if you would like, as we are back from the end of the first quarter. We come back. Iowa State has 24 yards of offense, which is not good. TCU stopped on 3rd and 15 on their screenplay, so they will punt. Punt is away. Fair catch called for and made at the 17-yard line. Iowa State will take over there. Please don't show me the Big 12 results from week 1. Don't do this to me, FS1. Please don't. Please don't. Crazy stat. Iowa State attempted 2 rushes in the first quarter. Purdy had 1 and Johnny Lang had 1. Breece Hall did not run the ball once. And they fake it to him here on the first down play, zip it out to Charlie Kohler. And he is tripped up on the far sideline, left side, after about a gain of 4. 3 or 4 yards there on the first play of the Iowa State drive. They'll give him 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Breece Hall still 0 touches in this game. That is completely unacceptable. Breece Hall to Brock Purdy's left. Hutchinson motion or Shaw motions left to right. Give finally is to Breece Hall, who is met for no gain. It'll be 3rd and 7. Oh boy. We might have to find some alcohol in this apartment if this is how the offense is going to play. I mean, that's a great tackle by TCU defender, but it was D. Winters on the stop, the sophomore linebacker for TCU. 2 receivers left. Now Landon Akers motions left to right. Brees Hall in the backfield. Purdy takes the snap. Looks over the middle. It's caught by Kohler. Yard short. Kohler really fought for the ball there. But he will be a yard short. It'll be 4th and 1. Do you go for this here? Deep in your own territory, do you go for this? I wouldn't think that they would go for this, but honestly, I might try to go for this. It's 4th and 1. They are going to send out Joe Rivera. Look, I get it. You're at your own 27, but like, fuck it, right? Like, you're not fucking doing anything. Joe Rivera takes the snap, kicks it away. Another really good punt. Fair catch called for and made. I believe there will be a block in the back tacked on top of this. There should be a block in the back. The fair catch was called for and made at the 32. And it should be a block in the back that'll put TCU deeper in their own territory. Officials discussing the penalty here with 12:49 to go in the first half. Still tied at 0, Iowa State and TCU. And this should be a block in the back. Okay, thank you. Thank you. And that is what they rule. TCU. Block in the back. They will take over from their own, 22? 10-yard penalty? Yeah, should be like their own 22-yard line. As we jump to another commercial break. You know what? At this point, I would have said fuck it and go for it. Because look, your offense isn't fucking doing anything. Oh, brother. It's going to be a long fucking day, isn't it? Oh, brother. Have we have we considered unplugging the offense and plugging it back in again? That just might work. Oh man, what a start. Let's see. Hold on a second. I need to check something. Hold on. So Iowa State, through 5 quarters of play, has scored 14 points, and it all came in 1 quarter. Iowa State has scored 0 points in 4 of the 5 quarters this season. Give is to the back running left from the shotgun formation. He will pick up about 1 yard. And that was, again, Darwin Barlow on the carry. Empty set for Downing. 3 receivers right, 2 to the left. Iowa State showing pressure. Will they bring it? I would assume not. They've been getting pressure with 3. Mike Rose backs out of it. Still showing pressure. And they bring 4 instead of their usual 3. Dumps it underneath and missed tackle at the first down marker. And that'll be a free 7 extra yards. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Was it the running back? No, that was Tay Barber. Just came free over the middle. Downing in the gun, back to his right. Play fake. Iowa State brings a blitz, and they got right to his face. Forced an incomplete pass. It'll be 2nd and 10. Aishim Young on the blitz. That was about, other than the 2 sacks, that was about as excited as I've been this game. And it was for an incomplete pass because we brought pressure. Empty set, 3 receivers left, 2 to the right. Takes a snap, looking quick left side. They throw it far left side, and he throws it way over the receivers' heads. Miscommunication there from the receivers and the quarterback. So quick break from the TCU Iowa State game. Tom Pelissero is reporting. Tom Pelissero, reporter for NFL Network, is reporting that Falcons quarterback AJ Terrell has tested positive for COVID-19. He came back overnight positive, so he will not be at team practice today. He wasn't at walkthrough today. No one else was positive, and all other individuals tested again this morning. As usual, those results will come back early tomorrow morning. As Will McDonald got to Downing on the throw, forcing an overthrow. He had a receiver open for first down, but Downing missed him deep, and TCU will punt on 4th and 10. There was an illegal use of the hands to the face on TCU that was declined by Iowa State, and they will punt it away. Is that who? Who was that deep for Iowa State? Who? Hold on a sec. Hold on. Hold up. Did Greg Eisworth just receive that punt? We don't have another number 12, do we? I think Greg Eisworth just fair caught that punt. I'll be honest, I completely forgot that Tariq Milton wasn't returning punts this entire game. And I saw number 12 catch that punt, and I was very concerned. But yeah. Looks like Greg Eisworth was returning the punts for Iowa State today. Oh, I guess it could have been Hunter Deckers. It could have been Hunter Deckers. It looks like Kansas State has tied it, or no, excuse me, not tied it. They brought it within 14 of Oklahoma. That game is 28-14. I know Breece Hall has a rush for 0 yards. I feel like we should be getting him the ball more. Maybe that's just me as we cross the 1 hour mark of this football game, or of this stream, I guess I should say. Oh man, I need your guys' help to get me through this. This has been pitiful. This game has been about as ugly as my hair today. Oh God. People on Twitter are saying, asking if it's Max Duggan time. God, I certainly hope not. Max Duggan, by the way, in case people are just tuning in, Max Duggan is available but did not start. The Georgia transfer Matthew Downing got the start today for the Horned Frogs. Oh, they're showing highlights from last year's game against TCU, which I was at, by the way. Fun times. Oh, the Hezzy. Yeah, we scored 49 points last year. We don't even have 49 yards this year as we take over from our own 13. Purdy takes snap looking left, finds Kohler for a quick gain of 5 or 6. I believe that's Kohler's 4th catch of the day, by the way. I believe that's his 4th catch. And Brock Purdy is 6 of 8, so good completion percentage. Kohler is 4 of those 6 receptions, and he's 21 of those 38 yards. Xavier Hutchinson and Dylan Sainer, the other 2 receptions. Nothing from Shaw. Nothing from Landon Akers, as Tariq Milton is out. Brock Purdy looked quick left. Now he looks right, and there is the first catch for Landon Akers as he makes the grab, and that's a first down. Iowa State, the senior from Cedar Rapids, Brock Purdy found him. They looked right. They looked back to his left. Pressure in his face, and what a great throw from Brock Purdy. We need more of that. Man in his face, and there's a flag down. I didn't catch it because they were showing the replay instead of the actual live play. False start. It's on Dylan Sainer. What do you mean another Iowa State pre-snap penalty? There was an offsides, and then now a false start. Okay, fair enough. 4 receivers left. Now 3 of them move. Breece Hall joins Brock Purdy in the backfield. Give is to him up the middle. Good block from there. He goes right side. He's free. 50, 45, 40. He's gone. 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Breece Hall on 1st and 15, 75 yards to the house. Iowa State on the board. Get that man the ball more. Iowa State strikes on the long run from Breece Hall. 75 yards. Dylan Sainer beat Breece Hall to the hole, cut off the linebacker. Great block. I don't know who that was. Who was that? Hold on. I got to check something. Who was that? I'm giving that Colin Newell. Sorry, I don't know the offensive linemen by their numbers. Colin Newell also got to the second level, made a great block, and Sainer and Newell spring Breece Hall for 75 yards, and Iowa State on the board first. No, it's amazing what happens when you give your good players the football. Just saying. He really breezed down the sideline there, guys. Yeah, he did. You're dang right, Brent Bloom. You're dang right he did. Let's go, baby. Love to see it. Brees Hall, electric, takes it 75 yards down the right sideline, sprung by Dylan Sainer and Colin Newell. He also had Landon Akers downfield as part of his convoy to block anybody to get in the way of him at the goal line. Great job I'll be honest, Colin Newell. They didn't mention Colin Newell in that replay, but Colin Newell really sprung that. Dylan Sainer had a great lead block, but Colin Newell really sprung that play. Maybe we have to get our ass kicked by Iowa every year before we're good. If losing to Iowa every season for the rest of eternity meant Iowa State was guaranteed at least a 7-5 season, I would probably take that. Brees, when you hold shift on there it is, Zach. There's the L's. Oh man. Hey, I'm just saying I misclicked Lamau. Hey, maybe we should, he had 0 carries at the end of the first quarter, and he had 1 carry before that 75-yard run. So maybe we should just give Brees Hall the ball more. I don't know. Maybe that's the answer. Also, they didn't mention it. Colin Newell made a great block on that play. Got to the second level and really set the edge for Brees to bounce that outside. All right, new plan. Just let Brees go full Troy Davis, 75 carries per game. I mean, at this point, kickoff, please go out of the end zone. Nope. Taken at the 4-yard line. TCU to the 10, 15, tripped up at the 20, falls forward to about the 24-yard line. They're also highlighting Sean Shaw, who, that was a nifty little play there from Sean Shaw to cut off the safety, as I just lost game feed. I hope the stream's still running. It looks like it is. Are y'all still there in chat as we are back? Okay, we're back. I think we're all still good. It looks like the stream timer is still running. Downing hit slant for a first down, and then on the 1st and 10 from the 37, he zipped it to the running back who could not make the grab. It'll be 2nd and 10. I think everything's good. Stream counter's still ticking up here, and our stream is back, so it looks like we're good. Yeah. All right, 2nd and 10 here for TCU from their own 37-yard line. Trips receivers left, running back to Downing's left, as well as a tight end in the backfield. Takes snap, fakes it to the running back. Downing keeps and takes it for 6 or 7 yards. By far his most successful keep of the day. He has not been a very big threat to run the ball, at least so far. But he did get a nice gain of 6 or 7 there. It'll be 3rd down, and it looks like 3rd and 3 here for TCU. They gave him 7. And timeout Iowa State as they were in the middle of substitutions. That is their second timeout of the day. See, after that touchdown, by the way, after that touchdown is when I would have played Juicy Wiggle, but can't exactly do that. And you know, if I could have, I definitely would have. I walked into the party. I seen some I never saw. All the people wiggling their stuff. If Bailey doesn't jump over another guy this game, I consider it a loss. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Somebody replied, he will. Also, fun fact, Iowa State now has 125 total yards. 75 of those 125 are on Breece Hall's touchdown run, as well as 75 of their 76 rush yards. Just a little food for thought here. Kansas State keeping pace with Oklahoma for now. It is still 14 points between them, as it's 35-21 now. Minute and a half to go in the third quarter. Don't worry, guys. I moved to a new spot right before that touchdown. Hey, maybe this will just be the opposite of the Louisiana game. As we've got 3rd and 3 here for TCU, empty set, 3 receivers left, 2 right, looking quick left. He throws right over the middle on a curl route, and it'll be a first down right at midfield for TCU. TCU back to the hurry up and no gain on the play, a loss, in fact. And it was a very awkward hit on Tay Barber. Greg Eisworth made the hit, and I believe somebody else was in the backfield. Tay Barber kind of limped off to the side, to the TCU sideline, excuse me. It looked like a very awkward tackle. Hopefully he's all right. He did limp off to the sideline, so hopefully everything is all good there, but it was a very awkward-looking tackle. Downing in the gun, looking deep over the middle. He's under pressure, makes a man miss. He's got all kinds of room on the right side, and he will pick up the first down, tackled by Anthony Johnson, I believe. Yeah, it was Anthony Johnson. That was I said he wasn't a very big threat to run the ball, but he's made some good decisions. He's got 8 rushes for 12 yards, 10 of it on that play. Excuse me. From the Iowa State 40, give running right, Orion Vance and Jake Hummel on the stop. Gain of about 4. TCU running full hurry up, trips receivers right, one left, running back to Downing's right. Give is to the back running left, and he is stuffed at the line. No room to the left side. Isaiah Lee on the stop, who has quietly had a very solid game. I haven't mentioned him a whole lot, but he actually got double teamed on the Jaquan Bailey sack to break the Iowa State record. So they were like, hey, we got to double this Isaiah Lee guy. And all right, 3rd and 6, 2 receivers to each side, back to Downing's left. Iowa State brings Mike Rose on a blitz, and he just gets rid of it, and it's a broken tackle, TCU touchdown. Quentin Johnston broke a tackle at the point of the catch and took it for a touchdown. Mike Rose came on a blitz, and Downing didn't see him, and he got lit up as he threw the ball. But that was an absolutely perfect throw from Matthew Downing, and then a missed tackle. I just missed tackles, man. All of 2 weeks ago and all of this week, it's just been missed tackles. And the extra point is up and good, and we are tied at 7. I mean, he got Mike Rose. I mean, he took him out. And I didn't see who missed the tackle there, but it was a missed tackle right on the catch. I don't know who this was. I didn't catch who it was. Azuna completely overran the route behind where the catch was made. Azuna just completely misread it. I don't know who the corner was. I don't think it was Johnson, or at least I'm hoping that was not Anthony Johnson, as TCU boots it well out of the back of the end zone. I think it might have been Anthony Johnson. It was 28 or 26, and I don't think we have a 28 on our defense. I think it's just Breece Hall on offense. Well, that's unfortunate. Iowa State takes over from their own 25, tied at 7. Snap, play fake to Breece Hall. Brock Purdy taking a shot deep left side, and that'll be pass interference on TCU. He was looking for Joe Skates down the left sideline, and that'll be pass interference on TCU. Corners still suck. Yeah. Can we get DeAndre Payne and Brian Peavy back? Or people that are as good as them, at least? As the official's going to make the call here, this will be defensive pass interference. They didn't call it? Hello? Quick slant, Hutchinson picks up 8. Did they not call defense? What? What? No, 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 no. Nah, bro. Nah, bro. No, 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 no. And then they only gave what? Joe Skates just got mugged down the sideline. That's a first down to Hutchinson. Okay, so Hutchinson. Okay, so going beyond the pass interference that should have been called and wasn't. Xavier Hutchinson made a diving catch at the 33, 34 yard line. And they marked him down at the 32. It was a diving catch on a slant, and they marked him at least 1 full yard short of where he actually was. Iowa State picks up the first down anyway, gives to Breece Hall up the middle, and TCU is ready for it. No gain on the play. That was 2 really bad back-to-back plays for the officiating crew in this game. That was 2 really bad plays. It looked like the official on the pass interference was so hung up on Joe Skates going out of bounds. And he threw his hat, and I thought he threw a flag, and he never threw a flag. He just threw his hat on the ground. Anyway, we're moving on. 2nd and 10, Iowa State. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Breece Hall in the backfield. Landon Akers motions now at the end of the line on the right side. Brock Purdy looks that way. He fires quick out to Landon Akers. Nobody is covering him. He's to the 45-40, 35-30, 25-20, taken out of bounds inside the 15, close to the 10-yard line. Nobody was on Landon Akers on that play, and just an absolute breakdown from the TCU defense. An absolute breakdown in coverage. Nobody goes with him. And Landon Akers down the sideline, taken out of bounds close to the 13-yard line. Nobody went with him. He just ran a little flat route, and nobody on TCU's defense came with him. It'll be 1st and 10 Iowa State at the TCU 14-yard line. In the red zone we go. Breece Hall takes the carry left. He had a hole, but he gets tripped up at the line of scrimmage. Wallow. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but he just tripped up Breece Hall. And this might have been Breece's 2nd touchdown of the day. He had a hole, and Wallow just trips him up at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Akers, yes, Landon Akers. If he was just a little bit faster, Landon Akers would have taken another ball to the end zone. This time, Brock Purdy keeps. He makes a juke at the 10, gets to the sideline. He's taken out of bounds at about the 7. I think they'll mark him out at the 8. It'll be 3rd down and 3, maybe 4. That was a good move by Brock Purdy. Completely juked out. I believe that was the linebacker, or one of the linebackers anyway. And it'll be 3rd and 3 for the Iowa State offense. TCU with fans in the stands. And that's been the story of the game despite Iowa State leading. Even on the Breece Hall touchdown run, I mean, he wasn't touched. He went 75 yards without getting touched. TCU has been very sure tackling. Sure. We'll go with that. They've been very sure tackling on the defensive side of the ball. Iowa State has missed tackle after tackle, but got the lead. 2 minutes-ish to go in the first half, 1:41 to go. I would still like to point out Iowa State has only scored in the second quarters of games so far. Good old Blake Clark talking to Brock Purdy on the sideline. 9 plays, 68-yard drive, but that's a win for the TCU defense, like I said. anytime Iowa State gets in the red zone, they're a threat to score, and TCU held them to a field goal. Just kick it out of the end zone, please. I don't need to deal with this again right before halftime. Kick is away, and it is fielded at the 2. Returner to the 10, 15, cuts it back 20. He cuts back to the 25, and he is met there by, I didn't catch who it was. It was... I didn't catch who it was. Downing in the shotgun, running back to his right. This is an odd formation for TCU. That was a very odd formation from TCU. They will pick up about 4. They spread everybody out on that play. Even the line was very spread apart. There was empty set for Downing here. Looking right. He's going to get hit from behind. Jaquan Bailey fumble. TCU's on it. No, Iowa State got it. Jaquan Bailey, the strip sack and the recovery. And Iowa State with a huge chance here with a minute to go and 1 timeout. Jaquan Bailey, the blind side. And he just beats the left tackle to the edge, gets the strip sack, and then jumps on the ball with his big right hand. And he fell right on the football. And, oh, man, Matthew Downing ran into the brick wall that is Jaquan Bailey. And Iowa State set up deep in TCU territory. And that is a huge, huge play for this Iowa State defense. All right, well, commentator curse. I'm not going to repeat what he said. Not until this drive is done. Brock Purdy, jumbo set to the left. They motion Breece Hall out. It's now an empty jumbo set. Brock Purdy fakes the run, throws it, and it's broken up by the TCU corner. He was looking for Hutchinson. There's a flag on the play. Jaquan Bailey. And they get one of the O-linemen ineligible man downfield. Oh, they could have gotten the TCU corner there for holding. Oof. That's a missed call there. That's a missed call again. Granted, there was an ineligible man downfield, so they did get the call right. They did decline it though, so it'll be 2nd and 10 instead of 1st and 15. Which I think is interesting, but I don't necessarily disagree. Trips receivers left, 1 to the right. Brock Purdy looking over the middle. He's going to fire left side. He's got a man open. Touchdown! Darren Wilson. Darren Wilson, his first touchdown, left side of the end zone. A great throw from Brock Purdy. Got enough air under it so Darren Wilson could run under the ball. That's a great move from him off the line of scrimmage as well. Oh, that was filthy, Darren Wilson. We need some more of that from our wide receivers. He is getting mugged on the sideline. Brock Purdy, Matt Campbell, Xavier Hutchinson, all congratulating the kid on his first touchdown. That was a nasty sluggo route, and Sally shanked the extra point. Special teams, special indeed. And I will say, that was a nasty sluggo from Darren Wilson. Good Lord. That was Devontae Adams-esque from Darren Wilson. That was nasty. That was nasty from Darren Wilson. Another JUCO transfer, Darren Wilson. I'm telling you, I wish I could show you guys that sluggo. I mean, that was nasty. As the kickoff is away, fielded at the 5 to the 10, 15. He's met at the 20-yard line by the Iowa State kick coverage team. Thank Christ is all I have to say. Yeah. Dude, it's a special team, Zach. I don't know. I don't know what else to say at this point. 1 week it's the kick coverage, the next week it's the field goal unit, the next week it's the punt unit, the next week it's something else. It's just the next week we kicked the ball out of bounds 8 times on kickoffs. It's 1 week or the other. Quarterback draw here, and he picks up 10 yards, close to 10 yards anyway. Jake Hummel again on the stop. And man, if there's been one guy that I've been impressed with that I didn't think would have this much of an impact so far this season, it would be Jake Hummel. Looking left, he's going to throw it over the middle, and that play is Tay Barber. A great catch across midfield, and the Iowa State prevent defense showing itself yet again this week. It was a good hit on the catch, but unable to force the ball loose. Now looking left, he's going to be sacked again, and it's Jaquan Bailey again. Letting the man eat. This time he beats the right tackle for the sack. I believe that's his 3rd on the day. Jaquan Big Man Bailey. Just owning the TCU O-line. Jaquan Bailey got that X factor on. He's looking like he's got that X factor on. He is 5.5 sacks behind Quincy Roche of Miami for the active sack leaders in college football. Iowa State with 4 sacks on the day so far here in the first half, and 3 of them courtesy of the sack man himself, Jaquan Bailey. Second and 18, empty set for Matthew Downing. Looking left, now looking up the middle, under pressure again, throws it, and it's incomplete, short of his receiver at the first down marker. It'll be 3rd and 18 with 9 seconds to go here in the half. And it should be 1, maybe 2 plays, depending on what we got here for TCU. Third and 18, Iowa State playing well off every receiver, 10 yards at least between everybody. Running a quick out here, and it's dropped, thrown behind the receiver here with 4 seconds to go, and this should be the final play. I would imagine this is just a Hail Mary, send it. with 4 seconds to go. The other option, you just dump it short and lateral a whole bunch, I guess. I don't. TCU will air it out, it looks like. 3 receivers to the right, 1 left, running back to Downing's right. Takes the snap, looking deep. He's rolling to his right under pressure. He steps into the throw. It's going to get to the end zone, and it's broken up by Anthony Johnson. Barber had it, hit his hands, and Anthony Johnson, I believe Anthony Johnson just got a hand on it as it hit. Ooh, I don't even know if Johnson touched that football. I think this is just a drop from Tay Barber, who's had an excellent first half. I couldn't quite tell on the angle. I think Anthony Johnson did just get a finger on it, but it definitely got there. It definitely got there, and it definitely hit Tay Barber right in the mitts. Iowa State gets away with it here at the end of the half, 16-7 at halftime. Let's take a look at some scores around the league here. Oh, actually, during this halftime break, I'm going to go to Kansas State, Oklahoma, and call a little bit of this game because it looks like Kansas State is making a game of it. So let's just tune in here for a few minutes as we are in the fourth quarter of Oklahoma, Kansas State. Yeah, let's take a look here. We join into an official review with 11:49 to go in the game. Oklahoma up by 7, 35-28. Ball at their own 22-yard line for the Sooners. And considering Kansas State lost to Arkansas State last week, this is what I was talking about, okay? When I was talking about earlier before the Iowa State game about how a lot of teams got off to a rough start, pump the brakes on a bunch of this stuff. Kansas State knows how to play against Oklahoma, and they are down 7. Down just 7 here. In the fourth quarter. I do not know what we're reviewing. Context. I have no idea what's being reviewed here. I will catch up on other scores here after this review goes through. Oh no, we're just getting to the review. Okay, so while they're reviewing this, I will run through the scores really quick. Pitt Louisville is a 3-point lead for Pittsburgh, 23-20 in the top 25 matchup. Syracuse up on Georgia Tech, 23-13. Louisiana Lafayette up by 7 on Georgia Southern with just under 4 minutes to go in that game. Auburn leading Kentucky 29-13 with 4.5 minutes to go in that game. Florida piling it on. It's an incomplete pass in the Oklahoma game. That's a reversal. So that'll be 3rd and 10 for Oklahoma. So Kansas State with a chance to get the ball back down 7. Florida piling it on against Mississippi. That is 44-29 Gators. Central Florida clobbering Eastern Carolina 41-14. Appalachian State has scored 35 unanswered against Campbell. That game was 13-10 Campbell. When I first went through it, is now 45-13 Appalachian State. Liberty up on Florida International 23-14, and a new scoreline. Southern Miss is up on Tulane 14-7. Games that have gone final. UAB beat South Alabama. I believe that was a Thursday game. And UTSA, University of Texas San Antonio, beat Middle Tennessee State, 37-35. As we jump into Oklahoma, Kansas State, there was a false start on Oklahoma. It is now 3rd and 15. Sooners from their own 7-yard line. 3 receivers right, 1 left for Spencer Rattler, the new quarterback for the Sooners. Running back motions from left to right in the backfield. Rattler in his own end zone, rolling right. He's looking deep. He throws it, and he's got his man at the 32-yard line. Theo Howard found the soft spot beyond the first down marker, and Rattler threw it right on the money. That's a beautiful throw from Spencer Rattler. Great throw there from Spencer Rattler. 1st and 10, Oklahoma at their own 32-yard line. That's a great throw from Spencer Rattler. Give to the back, running up the middle, met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10, 11 and a half minutes to go now. Pledger on the carry. Spencer Rattler, by the way, 27 of 32, 364 yards, 4 touchdowns, and of those 5 incompletions, 2 of them are picks. I don't know how I feel about that. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Pledger in the backfield. Give is to him, running right. Hesitates, breaks through the line. Big first down carry. That'll be 15, 16 yards on the carry. That wasn't even Pledger. That was, is that McGowan? McGowan? Yeah, Seth McGowan. Great patience to wait for the hole to open up from Seth McGowan. And Oklahoma now rolling again on offense. Close to midfield at their own 47-yard line. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Give is to McGowan running left, and this time he's tackled from behind, and a flag is on the play. Trussell on the tackle. And it's a holding call on Oklahoma. That'll be a 10-yard penalty. So 1st and 20 now. So we've got a 1st and 20 here for the Sooners, who are wearing their reddish, I don't know what you'd call that, but it's like I actually really like these Oklahoma uniforms. I don't really know how to describe them, but they got the cream helmets and then the red and cream jerseys as they run to Pledger, who picks up 3. It looked like they faked the reverse. Kansas State snuffed that out from the beginning. And now it'll be 2nd and 16 for the Sooners. One second here. Spencer Rattler, quick little dump off pass to Pledger, who gets back up to midfield. So this will be 3rd and manageable after the holding call on 1st down. Should be about 3rd and 7, I think. Pledger breaks a tackle as soon as he caught it. And it should be, 3rd and 7 here from midfield for Oklahoma. 4 receivers right, 1 left. Spencer Rattler alone in the backfield. Seth McGowan motions right to left. He picks up a block. Rowan under pressure, flips it out, and he just throws it out of bounds, throwing it away. McGowan couldn't quite get the block on the free rusher coming from Rattler's blind side, and it's kind of a low snap. And Oklahoma will be forced to punt the ball back. Kansas State with a chance to tie this game up. Oklahoma in punt formation. Something I didn't think I'd be saying a lot of. As the play clock hits 0. And, from midfield, I like that. I like that, giving your punter a little bit more room. All right, very quickly, right after this punt, actually, I'll wait because Kansas State dangerous on the return game at times today. Oh, first punt today, and it's blocked. Kansas State blocks the punt, and it's recovered at the 40, picked up, and he runs it inside the Oklahoma 30, and Kansas State in business. How about it? Ooh. 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 AJ Parker, who actually missed the tackle earlier that I just mentioned, came flying off the edge, and he cleanly took it off the punter's foot. He laid out for it and just cleanly took it off the foot of the punter, and Kansas State in business. I'm going to run to the bathroom very quickly. Hopefully nothing too interesting happens, but Georgia Southern is taking the lead on Louisiana with 50 seconds to go. Yikes. Thompson misses a pass to the left. I'm going to be right back. And we are back. Oh, of course. Kansas State has tied it up here with 8:17 to go. Iowa State, TCU at a halftime and at a commercial. Deuce Vaughn taking the carry. 34 yards to the house. Extra point. Kick is up, and it's good. Kansas State, Oklahoma, tied up. checking back in on the Iowa State TCU halftime, and they are in a commercial break. So we've got a lot of good games today in college football. Kansas State, Oklahoma tied at 35 with 8 minutes to go. TCU, Iowa State. Been a defensive battle much of the game. Fun fact, Ass Alley was my nickname in high school. Oh, Twitter. How I love you so. Hello, hello. Don't know why you say goodbye. I say hello. Currently at the halftime break of Iowa State TCU. Pitt leading Louisville with a minute and a half to go in that game. It is a 3-point lead for Pittsburgh. Louisville probably going to have to, and they will have to go for this 4th and 4 at their own 34-yard line. We back. You're darn right we back. The second half of Iowa State TCU should be kicking off here after this commercial break. Kansas State had 98 yards in the first half and almost 400 in the second half. Wow. Also, a reminder to everyone checking out the stream. I will be live again tomorrow night for Green Bay at New Orleans, cheering on the Green Bay Packers and my guy, Alan Lazard. Michael Thomas is out for the Saints. And then for Green Bay, Devontae Adams is doubtful and Kenny Clark is questionable as far as the big injury news in that game. And if you're just tuning in for Iowa State TCU, Jaquan Bailey, I'll give you the quick first half recap. Jaquan Bailey, that's all you need to know. He's got 3 sacks on the day. Iowa State has 4 as a team. The most important, of course, coming late in the first half, Jaquan Bailey with a strip, sack, and recovery of TCU quarterback Matthew Downing, setting up Iowa State in excellent field position. Brock Purdy then hit Darren Wilson Jr., streaking it down the left sideline for a 17-yard touchdown. I believe it was 17. Something like that. It was close to that. Yeah, 17-yard touchdown to number 17, Darren Wilson, who, by the way, had the nastiest sluggo double move I've ever seen, especially from an Iowa State receiver. It was nasty. The big story, other than that, Tariq Milton is out with a lower leg injury, but the Iowa State Cyclones do have Charlie Kohler back, who has been a big part of the offense, particularly on first down. He has, I believe, 4 receptions, 3 of which coming on first down plays for the Cyclones. He's been Brock Purdy's number 1 target for most of the game. And the other Iowa State score came on a Brees Hall 75-yard touchdown run sprung by Colin Newell and Dylan Sainer, getting to the second level, making great blocks on the second level. Also, I've been drinking a lot of water. Although the offense in the first quarter made me want to drink something that's not water. Might have had to go to the bathroom to get some bleach after watching that first quarter. Commentators talking about Jaquan Bailey right now. He has just torn through the TCU offensive line. Oh my goodness. The Ragin' Cajuns pulled it out against Georgia Southern. The dream is alive. A game-winning 53-yard field goal for the Ragin' Cajuns. The undefeated season is alive and well for Louisiana. They've had a couple scares the last couple weeks after rocking Iowa State in Ames. But the dream is alive, boys. The dream is alive for us to only lose to Louisiana and for them to go undefeated. It's alive, boys. The dream is alive. Game-winning 53-yard field goal as time expired. And the biggest thing about the Jaquan Bailey strip sack fumble recovery is Iowa State gets the ball here to start the second half as TCU boots it out of the end zone. Iowa State really turned it around there in the second quarter. Brees Hall had one carry for 0 yards before taking it 75 to the house. It just said Iowa State averaged more than 11 yards per play in the second quarter, set by a Brees Hall 75-yard touchdown run and a big catch and run from Landon Akers, who was left uncovered and took it, I believe, it was 50-some yards. Empty set for Brock Purdy here to start the second half, looking quick left. He's going to throw quick left. It's caught. Broken tackle. That's Daniel Jackson, his first career catch. He broke a tackle and picks up a quick first down. First down, Iowa State, up to the 35-yard line. Brees Hall to Brock Purdy's left. Two receivers right, one to the left. Charlie Kohler at the end of the line on the left side. Brock Purdy swings it out to Brees Hall on a little screen play, makes one man miss, and Colin Newell and somebody else that looked like kind of just gave up on the play after Brees Hall got hit the first time. He does pick up 5, but he probably could have gotten a couple more, but the offensive line didn't play until the whistle. They had blocks, and they just kind of let him go through. Brock Purdy running the hurry up, and he's going to get hit and sacked for a loss, and that's Brock, you got to know when to take a sack, dude. Brock Purdy being sacked just flips it backward, and it was picked off. Technically, that's a fumble. That was I feel very confident in saying that will be far and away Brock Purdy's worst play of his career. From now until the day Brock Purdy retires from football, that will be the worst play of his career. And I don't think it'll be close. That it won't be close. That will be far and away his worst play. He was getting spun to the ground and just flipped the ball up to his left. And yeah. My goodness. That was an all-time blunder by Brock Purdy. You know what? That's on par with the butt fumble. That is on par with the butt fumble. That might even be worse than the butt fumble. That's how bad that was. That was Brock. Come on, dude. That was oh my. What a blunder from Brock Purdy. So Brock just has to take a sack there. I don't know what he's trying to do there. Oh my. That will technically be a fumble recovery, although it doesn't really matter. Brock Purdy in the gun, 3 receivers left, 1 right, Breece Hall in the backfield. Give is to Breece Hall running left, makes a man miss in the backfield, keeping those legs churning, falls forward for 4.5 yards. Hey, I will say, for as bad as that play was, Brock Purdy still 13 of 17 with a touchdown and no picks. He's lost a fumble and had quite possibly the low light of the entire college football history, but it didn't count as an incompletion or a pick. So K-State just took the lead on Oklahoma, by the way. Breece Hall takes the left running left. He breaks free to the 45-40. He's pushed out of bounds into TCU territory at the 48-yard line. Breece Hall, give that man the football. I'm just going to watch the KSU game until it ends. That's fair. That is very fair. I'd appreciate it. Zach, thank you for stopping by. I don't know if that means you're leaving. Kene Nwangu rushes up the middle. He breaks a tackle to the 40. He's down the sideline, 35-30, 25-20. Kene Nwangu to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown. Kene Nwangu with the huge answer. The 5th-year senior takes it 48 yards to the house and Iowa State breaks it open again. It is now 22-14, and Kene Nwangu said, "Hey, hold on, Brock. We're just going to put that behind us and go back up by 9. Matt Campbell smiling on the sideline. Ass Alley coming on for the extra point. Snap good, hold down, kick is up, and Ass Alley puts it right down the middle. 23-14, Iowa State on top after Kene Nwangu breaks one for 49 down the left sideline. And Iowa State back up by 9. Kene Nwangu. My actual quote, go, Kene, you're fast, be fast. Kene in the open field the rest of the game should take 45 minutes if you're going to run the ball like that. Yeah. Kansas State up 35-38 on Oklahoma, by the way. Don't know if I mentioned that before the Kene Nwangu touchdown. Kansas State field goal kicker hit a, what was it, 50? He hit like a 50-yarder. Oh, I just want to throw out there. I did say I liked the over before the stream started. Or at the beginning of the stream, I should say, before the game started. I did say I liked the over. And now all of a sudden, the over ain't looking too bad. I think it was 42, and they're currently at 37. So one more score by either team. I also said Iowa State by 7. It's currently Iowa State by 9. Easily could be Iowa State by 10 or by 7, but yeah. Okay. Hopefully, Iowa State just keeps on rolling, keep that Brock Purdy play behind us, and keep moving forward. Kene Nwangu, 49-yard touchdown run. They are joking about how many points that have been scored in the last 10 minutes of game time and how they were wondering if there were going to be any points scored. Iowa State kicking off deep. That ball will be fielded at the goal line, and it'll actually be muffed at the goal line and kneeled down for a touchback. Ooh, that is another great little cutoff by Sean Shaw. He's been excellent today in run blocking. He does not have a catch. Does not have a catch this game, but he has been very good blocking downfield. TCU, 3 receivers left, 2 to the right for Matthew Downing. Oh, excuse me. It's Max Duggan in the game. Looking quick left. He's going to take off right, and he is tackled for his no gain. It's Uwazurike making the stop. Max Duggan in the game, obviously, as you guys know, Max Duggan missed a lot of fall practice and a lot of spring. He was cleared 2 weeks ago, I think, or a week ago for play. And Matthew Downing got the start, but the Iowa kid, Max Duggan, in the game, keeps it again, running left, and again stuffed for little to no gain. He'll pick up 1 on this one, and it's Mike Rose and Greg Eisworth and all the big name boys getting in on that tackle. Mike Rose, Jaquan Bailey, Greg Eisworth, all in on the stop, as well as Trayvon Kyle. And good team defense swarming to the ball there. Three receivers, right, 1 left, running back to Duggan's left. Takes snap. He's looking right. Now looks over the middle. He overthrows his receiver, and it's just out of the reach of Jake Hummel. He overthrew what's his name? Barber on the crossing route. And it was just out of the reach of, he's from Council Bluffs. It's hardly Iowa. Look, it's still Iowa. Also, fun fact, I had some dude email me out of nowhere. Iowa State, deep to return the punt, fair catch called for and made at the 27-yard line. And that is Greg Eisworth, by the way, returning punts, which I think is hilarious. 3 and out on Max Duggan's first drive. But anyway, like I was saying about this email I got an email last year after Iowa State thwomped TCU at home. I can't remember exactly what it said. I could pull it up, but I'm too lazy to do that. But basically it was telling me about how Iowa's a shitty state for football for both Iowa and Iowa State. And I'm pretty sure it was a TCU fan. And they were telling me about how Max Duggan wasn't going to do shit because he's from Iowa, and how he's like a bad quarterback because he's from Iowa, and how like this is a TCU fan emailing me about how their quarterback from Iowa wasn't going to do anything because he's from Iowa. It was a really funny email. KSU up by 3 on Oklahoma, just punted. They have 1 timeout with just under 3 minutes to go. Ooh. Upset special in Norman, Oklahoma. Somebody just said on Twitter, I didn't notice it before, but his Eisworth returning punts. Yeah, he is. He hasn't gotten a chance to, which is probably for the best. But yeah. Doesn't Oklahoma comes to Ames next week, right? That could be, yeah, Eisworth being on punt return is odd to see. Yeah. Oklahoma comes to Ames next week, right? So that could be interesting if both of those teams are 1-1. Oklahoma obviously last week beat up on whoever like they were supposed to do. And Iowa State obviously lost to Louisiana 2 weeks ago. And we're back from commercial break. TCU at Iowa State. I currently have Oklahoma, Kansas State open on the Yahoo app on my phone. So if I'm looking down, that's what I'm looking at. Actually, let me turn on the Fox app here, and let me see if I can pull that open on my phone here just to the end. Brock Purdy in the gun, 2 receivers right. Now Sainer motions right to left. Gives to Breece Hall running left, makes a man miss, cuts up past the 30 to the 33-yard line. Pickup of about 4, maybe 5. Also, Texas at Texas Tech has kicked off. Brock Purdy in the gun, 2 receivers to each side. Breece Hall to his left. Now Dylan Sainer motions to the end of the line on the left side. Brock Purdy takes snap looking left. Quick out to Sainer, picks up 3 yards. That'll be 3rd and short here for Iowa State. Brock Purdy, 13 of 17, 141 yards and a score. He's been better with his accuracy today. Or 14 of 18 for 145 now after that completion. Oh, I gotta mute my phone. I don't want to get taken down for copyright or anything. Kansas State now 4th down. Will probably punt this. 3rd and 2 for Iowa State. Chase Allen in the game. First time I've seen him. Not to say, that looked like a false start. It won't matter. Brock Purdy stopped well short. Doesn't pick up anything. And I'm curious at the 38-yard line or 37-yard line if you go for this. Kansas State will punt here with a minute to go. Brock Purdy did make one man miss in the backfield, but he will be stopped a yard short. And, I would think about going for it, but, maybe punting it's the right call. Oklahoma will take over at their own 22 with 49 seconds to go, by the way. Rugby-style kick, and that takes a good Iowa State bounce inside the 20, and it'll be down at the 15-yard line. Max Duggan will trot back out onto the field for TCU. Now Rivera has a cannon, punt the ball. It's fair enough. I mean, he rugby style kicked that one to keep it away from the returner. I do agree with you though. Rivera does have an absolute cannon. I feel like he's a better punter when he just takes a snap and kicks it and doesn't try to rugby style punt it. But he's better angular punting when he rugby style punts it. Max Duggan in the gun, 2 receivers to each side, running back to his left in the shotgun. Looking quick right, now takes off running, and again, nothing doing for Max Duggan on the run. He picks up a 1.5 yards, 2nd and long. As K-State almost just picked off Spencer Rattler for the 3rd time. 2nd and 8 for TCU. And K-State may have just ended it. K-State just picked off Spencer Rattler to end that football game. Kansas State is going to win in Norman as Max Duggan fires quick left side, 1st down TCU. Spencer Rattler overthrew his receiver, and it was picked off by K-State. And after losing to Arkansas State, Kansas State is going to go into Norman and win that football game. Max Duggan takes snap, quick handoff left side. And Lawrence White on the tackle. Only a gain of 3 for TCU there. And that is a pick. Kansas State upsets number 3 Oklahoma. It was high and behind the receiver. And Kansas State's done it. Wow. 2 years in a row, the Wildcats are going to take down Oklahoma. This time in Norman. All right. Full attention to TCU Iowa State now. We are fully back onto this as that game has gone final. Max Duggan in the shotgun, 2 receivers left, 1 right, running back to his left. Give is to the back, running right. That's a hold on the end of the line. It's not called, and the running back will pick up a 1st down and 1 more, and there is a flag down. Okay. I was going to say, there's definitely a hold on the right side of the line there. And they do get the call right. Replay at 2nd down. That's on Andrew Coker, who I believe is the right tackle. That is the right tackle. And yeah, that's, quick hold. Second and long now for TCU after the holding call. Ball moved all the way back to their own 17-yard line, back close to where the punt was down. It'll be 2nd and 16 for the Horned Frogs. Trips receivers left, 1 right. running back to Duggan's left in the backfield. Signaling something to his receiver, takes snap, give is to the running back, running right, gets through the line, and he will be tackled at the 25. It'll be 3rd and 10, pickup of 6. 3rd and 10 for the TCU offense. After 6-yard gain on the inside zone run. They're showing Matthew Downing on the sideline here. Trips receivers left, 2 to the right. Duggan alone in shotgun formation. I like how it's his 3rd and 9 when the ball's on the 25 and first down markers at the 35. Duggan takes snap looking left. He fires deep left side over the middle. It's caught and down to the 49-yard line. Davis, first down TCU. That throw by Duggan on the money, as has not often been the case. First and 10, TCU from their own 49-yard line. 5.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Iowa State up 23-14. Backs to each side of Duggan, 2 receivers left, 1 right. Iowa State showing pressure. Arnold Zuna comes on the blitz. Give is to the back running right. He picks up 8. And yeah, Duggan on the carry. First down at TCU. I didn't see the whole play. I just saw him get tackled. Classic Fox Sports camera and whatnot. Max Duggan in the gun, running back to his right. Or excuse me, to his left. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Tight end on the left side of the line. Now back motions right, comes back to his left. Duggan takes snap. It's over his head. He makes the grab, and he's sacked by Jake Hummel and Enyi Owazarike. It was a poor snap there from the center. It was over Duggan's head, who tipped it to himself. That'll be a loss of 6 on the play. It looked like they were trying to run like a speed option to the left. And snap was over his head. Duggan does maintain possession of the football, though. 2nd and 16 after the poor snap. Duggan in the gun. Receivers 3 to the right, 1 left. Running back on the left side of Duggan. Takes snap looking right. And he's sacked again, and it's Enyi Owazarike, the 5th sack of the game for Iowa State. Well, I don't think the last one was technically a sack. I think it was just a tackle for loss. And again, Iowa State gets to the quarterback, rushing 3. Jake Hummel also would have been there later, but Owazarike will get the sack there. 3rd and 23 for TCU, which basically means it's a confirmed conversion against our defense. Now the ball all the way back to TCU's own 49-yard line. Duggan takes snap looking deep. He's going to flip it right to the running back, and he will be tackled at the Iowa State 47-yard line. It'll be 4th and forever, and the punt unit will come onto the field for TCU for 4th and 15. Just under 3 minutes to go here in the third. Been a very back and forth third quarter, I'll say that. Greg Eisworth deep to receive the punt. For those that missed it, Tariq Milton is out today with a lower leg injury. Fair catch signaled for and made at the 11-yard line. Iowa State will take over there. As we head to the commercial break with 2.5 minutes to go here, Kansas State is now 3-1 in its last 4 trips to Norman. Wow. What a stat. Oh, man. What a stat if you're a TC or a Kansas State fan. Not a whole lot going on Twitter right now. Iowa State will take over at their own 11. How about Kansas State? I mean, fuck their fans, but like, man, I'll tell you what, I don't know if it's really the unsung hero, but the hero of this game so far has been that D line. They've been able to consistently get pressure on whoever the TCU quarterback is with 3 people. And, I don't know if that's purely because TCU's O line is bad or if that's just because our D line is that much better than their O line. But I mean, they've been wreaking havoc in the backfield today. Wazirike, Bailey, Bankston all coming through, yeah. And like I said, Jake Hummel's not really an end. He's a linebacker, but he's had a really good game today. I've been really impressed with Jake Hummel. Just wait until Peterson gets going. Yeah, this is an interesting formation. 4 receivers left now. Motions 2 to the backfield. One of them being Brees Hall. Hall takes the carry running right, and he'll pick up maybe 1. Second and 9 here for Iowa State at their own 12-yard line. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Tight end on the left side of the line. Brees Hall in the backfield. Shaw motions in. Now quick out, and they looked for Kohler on that quick out route, and TCU was finally ready for it. If that throw is in front of Kohler, it might be there, and it was D. Winters again, by the way. D. Winters single-handedly the defensive MVP for TCU, and it's not close. He's been so good, I've bothered to learn his name. Not that I shouldn't know their names in the first place, but D. Winters is a guy that I'm keeping my eye on for this TCU defense. 3 receivers right, 1 left for Iowa State here on 3rd and 9. Play clock running down. Snap gets taken. Brock Purdy looking right. Now he's under pressure, and he will be sacked back at the 6-yard line by a dude with really long hair. The Clay Matthews knockoff came off the right side of the defensive line. And, that's not really on the O-lineman. I mean, that's just Brock Purdy not throwing a ball. I don't know if there was people open or not, but as an offensive lineman, you're expecting that ball to be gone by then. 4th and 14, Iowa State will punt it away. Do not go for this one. Joe Rivera back to punt, takes snap, boots it away. Not one of his better kicks. It's taken close to midfield. And Jesus Christ. Oh, that's JD Spielman. I didn't, that it didn't even process in my brain that that's JD Spielman. He almost broke that for a touchdown, by the way. Foster was able to bring him down at about the 38-yard line, but I will say that was not one of Joe Rivera's better punts. It was about a 45-yard punt with about a 13-yard return. TCU takes over from the Iowa State 35. Welp, yeah. That better not mean that my stream is behind and TCU scored, Zach. That better just be special teams being special teams. Flea flicker for TCU. Duggan running left. He's got 5, picks up 9 yards. Mike Rose on the tackle. Iowa State had it covered up, but Gary Patterson got all up in the official's face at the end of that play. Wazirike almost had his second sack of the game. I mean, that's just a good tackle, coach. I don't know what you're mad about. That's a good tackle. 2nd and 1 for TCU. Final half minute of the third quarter. Ball at the Iowa State 36.5-yard line. Play fake looking deep. He's got a man open. Touchdown TCU. Tay Barber again. This secondary is hot garbage. That's all I've learned from these two games. Oh, my God. Snap good, hold down. Extra point is perfect. And it's a 2-point game again as we close to the end of the third quarter. Lawrence White and Arnold Azuna both beat deep by Tay Barber. Always has been. I wouldn't say it always has been. I would say Iowa State's secondary has had good players in the past. I mean, granted, it hasn't been good as a whole, but like I've been so hyped on Anthony Johnson, and he was good last year, but just hasn't done anything this year. I think Tavon Kyle's a great player. He hasn't really done a whole lot. Or, Greg Eisworth's gonna light people up. Lawrence White's gonna light people up. But as far as, consistent tackling, it's not there. As far as being able to cover the deep ball, it's not there. Just running wide open every down of the game is not how you want to play defense. What if we use the 2 running backs averaging 15 plus yards per carry? I'm sorry if that sounds crazy. I don't know, dude. As that TCU kickoff makes it to the goal line. And out of the back of the end zone, Iowa State will take over on the touchback. Okay, so there's a play action here. There's no reason that seam route should be open for Tay Barber, and it just was. I have minimal evidence, but I think God hates Iowa State fans. It's true. Brock Purdy takes it on the QB run. He picks up 15. Jukes a man, picks up 20 and slides down at the 45-yard line. And finally, a Brock Purdy designed run works out, and that should probably be the end of the third quarter. Great block by Breece Hall on Wallow. Brock Purdy does snap it before the end of the third quarter. He's looking deep. Throws it deep. Oh, it's Joe Skates. He's down to the 11-yard line. What a catch by Joe Skates. Brock Purdy ends the third quarter with a bang, and Joe Skates makes an excellent play on the ball down to the TCU 11-yard line. And the only downside to that is, Joe, you got to go to the other 11-yard line now. That's just a great catch by Joe Skates. Brock Purdy laid it out for him. Skates got underneath it and made a hell of a grab, picked it right off the turf. And Iowa State will be set up 1st and 10 in the red zone as we start the fourth quarter. None of y'all have Joe Skates, do you, losers? That's a great grab by Joe Skates. Brock Purdy slightly underthrew it and didn't get it to the sideline. And Joe Skates just made a hell of a grab coming back to the middle of the field. Let's put some more points on the board here. And hopefully 6 and not 3. Man, Yahoo's that was pump fake Purdy. Yes. That's a very excellent point, Twitter. He pumped it out to Breece Hall like in the flat, trying to get somebody to bite out to it. And nobody really bit on it. And then he just launched it to Joe Skates at the end of the quarter, and Joe Skates made a hell of a grab. Picked it right off the turf. And there you go. It'll be 1st and 10 Iowa State when we come back from this commercial break. Joe Skates. Hey, you were talking about him earlier, kind of. Said cough Joe Skates. Hey, you know what? Kohler about to get 3 targets, lol. What a dime from Purdy and a beautiful grab by Skates. I don't know if I would call that a dime. I would say that was certainly more a good catch than it was a good throw. Also, Brock Purdy absolutely destroyed the ankles of one of the TCU defenders on that quarterback run for 20 yards. So, in other news, Eastern Carolina scored with 20 seconds left to cover the plus 28 and hit the over. So there have been 23-21. Every single point has been scored in the last 2 quarters. Brock Purdy in pistol formation, Breece Hall behind him. Give his to Breece Hall running right, and he's going to have down to the 10, down to the 5, pushed out of bounds at the 4-yard line. And that was great pursuit by TCU. I thought Breece Hall was going to score there. And I don't know if somebody got through a block or just, hesitated and then beat him to the edge or what. But I thought Breece Hall was scoring on that play. And Breece Hall just couldn't quite get to the corner. He was close, just couldn't quite get to it. 2nd and 2 here. 2 tight ends in the game. Actually, 3 tight ends. Charlie Kohler, Dylan Sainer, and Chase Allen all in the game. Jumbo set. Snap to Breece Hall. Makes a man miss in the backfield. Plows forward. He's right at the first down marker. It should be 3rd and inches. And you gotta punch it in here if you're Iowa State. You cannot take 3 points on this drive. I swear to God, if this is a fade to Kohler or Allen or somebody, I'm gonna hurt the offensive coordinator. Because please don't call that. Please do not call a fade on 3rd and 1 from the 2-yard line, 2.5-yard line. Please don't. Chase Allen, Dylan Sainer, and Charlie Kohler all in the game. Snap. Give is to Breece Hall, who plows forward. He's close to the goal line. He's marked just short, but it is a first down. He's inside the 1. Iowa State ran the QB sneak twice last week or 2 weeks ago against Louisiana. Breece Hall just being able to get through. Ooh, he reached that ball out. I wouldn't be too sure that wasn't a touchdown. I'd be interested to get another look at that. And they are going to look at it. He reached that ball out. I wouldn't be too sure that's not a touchdown. I think he's in. Dylan Sainer's signaling touchdown, walking off the sideline. I'm going to be interested to see this replay because he extended the ball out in his right arm as he was going to the ground. And I don't think any part of him was down before the ball touched the goal line. This should be an interesting review. I think Breece Hall is going to get his second touchdown of the game. Now, this is Iowa State, so, who knows? Ooh, wearing out these headphones. Breece Hall should get 20 touches a drive. Yeah. I thought Breece Hall was in on that play. They marked him short. They are reviewing it. The officials are about to see that not only did Breece score on the play, but basically the entire offensive line false started. I will say it did look interesting when I saw it live. I thought they just got a good jump, but it did look kind of weird, I'll be honest. The officials today have had a very, very, very poor game, to say the least. They missed a very obvious face mask on the first drive of the game that they threw the flag for and then picked up, but it was definitely a face mask on, I believe it was on Isheem Young. And then they missed a pretty blatant pass interference on Brock Purdy throw. They've had a couple questionable spots too for both sides, so I would not say this is one of the better officiated games of the season. But hey, what can you do? If they throw a pass in this situation. What? It stands? Hold on. I need to see a replay of this. Goal inside the 1. Joe skates not even in the huddle, split out wide right. Purdy under center. This is a QB sneak. And he did not get it. Did not get it. Do it again. Do it again. Line up, run it again. Oh, offside on TCU. All right. Half the distance to the goal from the 6-inch line, so it'll be first and goal from the 3-inch line. Purdy did not get in, but did not matter. There was an offside penalty. Now out of the gun, Brock Purdy with Breece Hall to his left. Jumbo set. Give is to Hall, who leaps over into the end zone. Touchdown, Brees Hall, and Iowa State puts it over the goal line. 29-21 Iowa State with 12:52 to go here in the football game. Connor Asali to attempt the extra point. Snap good, hold down, kick is up, and good. 30-21 Iowa State. We are well over the over, by the way. So yeah, Brees Hall really I don't know if Brees Hall was like a hurdler in high school or something, but he was in the air for 20 seconds, lol. Yeah. He I'm still behind. There we go. Yeah. Like the replay, or there we go, touchdown. Because I mean Brees Hall, it was funny. They were the commentators were like, don't extend the ball, like, you know, diving over the pile. Don't extend the ball. I mean, he didn't really extend the ball. He like had it out in his arm and he jumped like straight up and then like fell for it. I don't know. He got way up though. Looked like Jaquan Bailey in the first week against Louisiana, jumping over that running back. Do we have any score updates? I know Texas has kicked off. Texas Tech, Texas going exactly as you would think. It's 10-7 already in the first quarter. Oklahoma State, West Virginia has also kicked off. That game is still tied at 0 almost to the end of the first. Mississippi State up on LSU 3-0. Georgia, Arkansas tied at 0. That game just kicked off. There's like 11 minutes to go in the first, so it's 4 minutes in. Any other big updates? Not that I can really think of. Liberty, Florida International is a banger. 36-34 Liberty with 4.5 to go. Tulane up on Southern Miss 24-21 just before halftime. And Army Cincinnati is Army 7-3 over Cincinnati. That game is close to the end of the first quarter. Another top 25 matchup this week. Pittsburgh did beat Louisville by 3. Auburn beat Kentucky 29-13. That score did not change. Florida blasted Mississippi 51-35. As Iowa State kicks off, angling, and that just got to the pylon. Oh my goodness. Those kicks, man. I mean, that was a knuckleball over the left side, down the left side, and it barely got over the pylon. They just mentioned Iowa State with 4 plays of 40-plus yards. Obviously, the 75-yard touchdown run by Brees Hall, the 49-yarder by Kene Nwangu, that big pass to Joe Skates there, and a big pass to Landon Akers. TCU running a reverse. He'll cut up field. He'll be tackled by Arnold Azuna, or excuse me, that's Isheem Smith. Not Isheem Smith. Isheem Young. Excuse me. My lord. Gets the ball up to the 30, gain of 5. Probably should have been a TFL or no gain, but Two receivers right, one left. Now one motions right to left. Max Duggan back to pass, looking over the middle. Now steps up, throws over the middle, and it's caught up to the 41-yard line. Dylan Thomas on the reception. Gain of 11. And that'll be a first down. Two receivers left, two right. Running back to Duggan's left in the shotgun set. Mentioning something to his left side receivers. Takes snap, it's over his head again, and he falls on it back at the 27-yard line. That's the third snap, I believe, that's been real high on TCU quarterbacks. That's the second one from Duggan. Yeah. They're saying it looks like he was eyeballing something downfield. It did look like it was a high snap, but yeah. 2nd and 24 here for TCU. Two receivers left, one right, tight end in the backfield with Duggan and the running back. Duggan looking left. He's going to throw left. It's over the head of his running back, who got lit up by Mike Rose, and it falls incomplete. 3rd and 24 now for TCU. Oh, yeah. Right as the ball got to Duggan's hands on that snap, he was looking left. He didn't watch the ball into his hands. That's textbook. That's shotgun snap 101. That's catching the ball 101. You got to look it into your hands. 5 receivers set, 3 left, 2 right. Duggan looking deep. He's going to dump it underneath. He makes the catch at about the 37, gets up to about the 42. It'll be 4th down again for TCU. And the Horned Frogs have shot themselves in the foot a couple times here. Would love an Iowa State score here. Make this a true 3-possession game, as it's currently a 2-possession game, up by 9. But with 10 minutes to go still, there's a lot of ball game left. Iowa State backs off. No punt return again. Eisworth signals for fair catch at the 16-yard line and makes the grab. They'll mark it at the 18, actually. That's a little surprising. Sam Ellinger finds Josh Moore in the Texas Tech game. That is now 17-7 at the end of the first quarter. Well, 41 seconds left, which, in the Big 12, that could mean both teams still score again. It's huge when we stop a 3rd and 24. Yeah, he's right. He's right. It is huge when we stop a 3rd and forever. It is really weird seeing Greg Eisworth return punts, though. I'm not going to lie. He hasn't really had a chance to return one, but it's been weird to see him back there. Arkansas has scored on Georgia 6-0 Hogs halfway through the first quarter. Duke has also kicked a field goal. They are up 3-0 on Virginia 5 minutes into that game. Would love a nice big drive here. A lot of Breece Hall, maybe a 3rd down conversion or 2, grind some clock, and then just punch one in. Not necessarily a quick score, right? We don't want to just I don't think we really want an 82-yard touchdown here. But, if we could grind 4 or 5 minutes off the clock, and then just punch one in from 15 yards out. Make it a 3-score game with 5 minutes to go. I'd feel a little bit better. I'd feel a little bit better. Not saying I wouldn't feel good if we just scored an 82-yard touchdown here, but I don't think Kansas State beating Oklahoma is the shocker of the season so far. I would say Texas Tech beating Houston Baptist by 3 is the shocker of the season. Brock Purdy in the pistol formation. Brees Hall in the backfield takes a carry, running right, makes a man miss in the backfield, picks up a yard and a half. It'll be 2nd and 8.5. They gave him 2. It'll be 2nd and 8. Brock Purdy again in pistol formation. 2 receivers left. Brees Hall behind him. Now 9.5 minutes to go. Iowa State very comfortable here to let the play clock roll down. Motion. Now shotgun set. Give is to Brees Hall running left. Picks up another 3. It'll be 3rd and 5. 9 minutes to go here. TCU helmets need to be sized better because there's been about 3 or 4 times now that a TCU player's lost a helmet on a play. One of them was due to a face mask that wasn't called for some reason. But you gotta tighten those bad boys up. 3rd and 5 here, Iowa State. Showing the TCU crowd. Man, it's just nice to have football back. Ball at the 23-yard line. Brock Purdy takes a snap. He's looking left under pressure. He's got Kohler open. He's going to hit Charlie Kohler. And there was a flag pre-snap. Okay, for the love of God, I haven't mentioned it yet today. For the love of God, I'm going to wait to see what this penalty is. Prior to snap, timeout, Iowa State. Okay, so it was going to be a delay game. Matt Campbell called timeout. I have seen, this is, I think, technically the 3rd week of college football, or maybe the 4th. The amount of times that officials have used these damn electric whistles and nobody hears the fucking whistle is just absurd. Every week. There's plays where they blow the play dead and the play still happens. It happened in the Iowa State ULL game. It just happened now. I watched it happen the entirety of the Kansas State Arkansas State game. Oh my goodness. I saw it happen all last week. I don't remember what game I was watching last week. I was watching Oklahoma State Tulsa last week. It happened that entire game. I don't know. And this is the crowds aren't even like full. I think there's only how many? I think there's only 12,000 people in attendance out of the possible 50,000 seats. A lot of motion here for Iowa State. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Brees Hall in the backfield. Give is to Brees Hall. He makes one man miss, but is blown up in the backfield. It'll be 4th and 10. I don't like that play call. I don't like that play call. I really don't. I don't like that play call. I really don't. You burned a Joe. That wasn't even Joe Rivera punting. Oh no. There is a flag. This is going to be for a blindside block. This is 100% a blindside block. That was not Joe Rivera. I don't know who our other punter is. I just now realized that wasn't Joe Rivera. Look, I don't like the blindside block rule any more than anybody else. And that was a hit on Landon Akers, by the way. I didn't catch TCU number 18. I don't know the TCU players well enough to know that was Savion Williams. They just showed it on TV there with the illegal blindside block. And now they're TCU at their own 38-yard line. Man in motion, give is to the man in motion. Cuts up field, picks up. I think he picked up 11 because I think he landed on the Iowa State defender. That'll be another first down TCU. Trips receivers right. Tight end in the game. Back to Duggan's left. First and 10 from the 48-yard line of TCU. Over the middle. Great tackle. Great tackle. It was Vaughn on the stop there. That was a great tackle, by the way, because he had room to run. That was a good tackle. 5 receivers set. He's got a man wide open over the middle. Oh, my God. Touchdown, TCU. Wide fucking open every deep ball. Who's gonna tell them that TCU is still losing the game, so they're gonna be throwing the ball? Who's gonna do it? Who's gonna tell them? Who's gonna tell them? Who's gonna do it? Bro. Extra point is good. It's another seam route, just right up the middle. Nobody's on him. They're all playing underneath. I mean, it's defense 101. It's defense 101. The first thing, this was the first thing that I was taught in like Pee-wee football. If you're the safety, you don't let anybody behind you. This is like, it's like in basketball when you're covering a guy in the paint and you're the center, you don't play between the man and the guy with the ball because he can throw it over you and then there's nobody between him and the basket. You play between your guy and the basket. You play between your guy and the end zone. This is defense 101 and we can't do it. I don't know if this is that stupid prevent soft zone defense that we're running. I don't know if this is supposed to be man and somebody's just getting lost back there. Oh my goodness. Whatever it is, somebody fix it. Oh my goodness. Don't worry, it's more water, but so frustrating. Somebody. Oh my goodness. And Zach, I don't even think that was a corner because that was a tight end. Beat us over the middle. That's a safety or a linebacker's responsibility as far as I'm concerned. I mean, that's defense 101. That is defense 101. That is the first thing that you're taught. Oh my goodness. I mean, that's defense 101. That's all I got to say about it. That Did he just say that that guy is 6'7", 260 pounds? Iowa State takes the kick at the goal line to the 5'10", 15 tackled at the 17-yard line. That was Kaneda Wangu. And looks like there's some extracurricular activity. Okay, whose responsibility is this? I'm keeping my eye on this replay. That's Mike Rose lined up across from him. I'm not holding any punches here. That's between Vaughn and Mike Rose. He just ran right between the two of them. I mean, that's just terrible. He split Vaughn and Rose, and Hummel couldn't get back. It's not even on Hummel's side of the field, but at least he went for it. Brock Purdy in the gun, 2 receivers right, 1 left. Breece Hall in the backfield. Give is to Breece. No, it's a play fake over the middle. He hits Xavier Hutchinson for a gain of 13 yards, 12, 13 yards. That'll be a first down. I was so ready for us to just run the ball 3 times again. And thank God Brock Purdy, it looked like it was an RPO. And thank God Purdy threw the ball because he had Hutchinson over the middle and he hit him. Sean Shaw has had a very quiet game. He's matched up man-to-man at the bottom of the screen. Fake again. Hits Daniel Jackson. That's his second grab of the day. That'll be a gain of 3. 2nd and 7. This game should not be close, by the way. The game should not be close. 2nd and 7 for Iowa State. 5:40 to go in the game. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Breece Hall in the backfield. Give is to Breece Hall running left, and he is met in the backfield by Wallow. Wallow and Winners, dude. We're going to snap this with under 5 to go. And Iowa State fans, this is when cardiac clones becomes a very prevalent phrase. 3rd and 8. Iowa State with the ball up by 2. 2 receivers right, 1 left now as Charlie Kohler motions to the backfield. Purdy wasn't ready for the snap, but he makes the grab. Zips it out to Kohler for a gain of 6, but he'll be short, and he was pushed out of bounds, but the clock continues to run. I don't think anyone was ready for that ball to be snapped, and Purdy almost made something of it. Right tackle and left tackle both just got completely destroyed off the line. And Purdy rolled out to his right and found Kohler for a gain of 6, so it was something, but it wasn't a whole lot of good something. And Iowa State will punt the ball back with just over 4 minutes to go here. Joe Rivera boots it away. All right, punt by Joe. That'll down TCU at their own 22. 4 minutes to go here. TCU and Iowa State, fun fact, they're showing it on the screen now, had a combined total of 10 losses by 1 score. So that's 7 points or fewer. And they had a combined 10 of those losses last year. Last year alone. And one of them is going to get one this year. Max Duggan takes a snap. Play action over the middle. Throw is high and incomplete with 4 minutes to go. He's looking for Artavius Lynn, who just scored the touchdown. There's a flag down. I don't like that. Oh, roughing the passer on Uwazurike for a low hit to the quarterback. I'm interested to see this. What's he supposed to do? He's slipping. What? What is he supposed to do there? What is he supposed to do there? What is Uwazurike supposed to do there? Please, I want an official to tell me what he's supposed to do there. TCU, 1st and 10, 3 receivers left, 1 right. Throws left, and that ball is tipped, and Mike Rose picked it! Mike Rose, a diving interception! Oh, what a grab by Mike Rose! What a catch! Put that man on the hands team, Mike Rose, with a pick and a huge one at that with 3:56 to go. Hit his receiver right on the numbers who bobbled it, and Mike Rose, Troy Polamalu-esque. What a diving catch, Mike Rose. Oh my goodness, Mike Rose, what a play. What a catch, Mike Rose. Oh my goodness. Mike Rose, the Brecksville, Ohio native. What a grab. Iowa State with the ball at the TCU 39-yard line. Brock Purdy in shotgun. Breece Hall to his right. Takes snap. Give is to Breece Hall. Takes it up the middle. Picks up about 4 down to the 40. 3:45 to go here in the game. Oh my goodness. Mike Rose, you beautiful bastard. What a grab. 3.5 to go now. Iowa State still up 2 after the Mike Rose interception. Iowa State very comfortable to let the play clock roll down to under 10 seconds. Snap at 0 on the play clock. Brock Purdy running left. He's going to go down inbounds. Very important. Keep that clock running under 3 minutes. That was very like Troy Polamalu-esque. If you guys ever seen that interception when he dives down with one hand and he gets his hand under the ball, that was very Troy Polamalu-esque as TCU burns their first timeout of the second half. It'll be 3rd and 2-ish, 3rd and 3 for Iowa State. A first down here would be huge for this Iowa State offense, who has struggled immensely on 3rd down through 2 games. They are 2 of 9 today, and I don't think they were much better 2 weeks ago. Actually, they were all right on 3rd down 2 weeks ago. They're 2 of 9 on 3rd down today, which is a very low percentage. I don't exactly know the math off the top of my head. 3:01 to go. Iowa State up by 2. A huge 3rd and 3 here for Iowa State offensively. Campbell talking with the head official here. They're showing on the sideline. 3rd and 3 here for Iowa State. After the Mike Rose interception that will be played on replay a whole lot this year, especially for Iowa State fans after what's happened the last couple weeks with this team. Hopefully, we can close out a victory here. 3 minutes to go, 3rd and 3, Iowa State with the ball. Ball at the 32-yard line. Jumbo set again. Xavier Hutchinson, the lone receiver in the game, split wide left. Brees Hall takes the handoff over right side. He's in. Touchdown, 32 yards. Brees Hall. Mama, there goes that man. 32 yards off the right side to the end zone, and it's 36-28. This is a huge extra point for Connor Asali. The hat trick for Brees Hall. Oh, man, Colin Newell again. It cannot be said enough how important that man has been to the offense this day. Brees Hall, 33 yards, the ever-important extra point to make it a 2-score game. Snap, good. Hold down. Kick is up and good. And it's a 9-point game here with 3 minutes to go. Brees Hall. I'm just saying. What a great day for Brees Hall after not having a single carry in the first quarter. (37-28) Iowa State with under 3 minutes to go in Fort Worth, Texas. A huge game from Brees Hall, who now has 18 carries for 155 yards and 3 scores. He's averaging 8.6 a carry. Not to mention, Kene Nwangu has 1 carry, and it's a 49-yard house call. Iowa State running the ball very effectively today as we get lined up for the kickoff with 2:54 to go. Boot is away, fielded at the 2 to the 5-10, running left to the 15. A great tackle. A great tackle by, I will have to look that up. I believe that was running back redshirt junior Rory Walling making the tackle at the 15. And they'll be pushed back a little bit further because of a holding penalty on the return. My goodness, Brees Hall. 18, 154, and 3 for the sophomore. That's the best part, folks. Brees Hall, only a sophomore. Might have to, I got 18 on right now. I might have to change that 1 to a 2. TCU with the ball at their own 8-yard line. 3 receivers right, 2 to the left, empty set for Max Duggan. Looking left side, fires over the middle, tackled by Orion Vance. That was Tay Barber again on the catch. Brees Hall is the first Cyclone to rush for 100 yards in the first 2 games of the season since Ennis Haywood in 2001. Max Duggan takes snap looking deep over the middle, now dumps it down right side to the running back, who is met immediately by Lawrence White. It'll be 3rd and short, I believe. It should be, it's 3rd and 2 here for TCU. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Max Duggan under pressure, steps up in the pocket. There's going to be a hold. He does find a receiver deep at the 40, but this play will be coming back as there's a flag thrown in the backfield, and I believe it'll be a hold on the left tackle, which will push the ball back. It is holding half the distance to the goal. It'll be 3rd and 9, I believe. They'll push it back 8 yards or 9 yards. was on the 17, so they'll push it back 8 yards. It'll be 3rd and 9. That's a hold against Will McDonald. The left tackle held Will McDonald there on the left side of the line. Will McDonald, by the way, having a very quiet game, but has had a really good impact on this Iowa State defense, filling in, just keeping that rotation good for the defensive line, making sure everybody's fresh. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Max Duggan with a running back to his right. Iowa State rushing 3. Quick throw to the left. Broken tackle. J.D. Spielman out past the 20. It'll be a first down to the 21 with 1:45 to go here. Clock will stop to move the chains. 37-28 Iowa State with 1:44 to go. Takes a snap, 3 receivers right, 1 left, dumps it off to his running back, who is to the 30-yard line, down just short of the first down. Mike Rose on the tackle. That'll keep the clock running. TCU hustling up to the line of scrimmage, 2 receivers to each side. Max Duggan in the shotgun, running back to his right. Duggan takes snap, now rolls to his left. He's going to slide down close to the 40-yard line. First down, stop the clock to move the chains with 1:18 to go here. TCU trailing Iowa State by 9. Both teams with 2 timeouts remaining. 2 receivers to each side again, running back to Duggan's right. Clock is now rolling. Duggan takes snap, straight drop, looking left. Throws it left. It's caught, and a great tackle, Greg Eisworth on the stop. That's a gain of 5, and TCU will burn a timeout here with 1:05 to go. Great tackle by Eisworth, keeping the player in bounds, not allowing him to break free. 2nd down and 5 coming up after the TCU timeout. Retire number 28 with Breece Hall's name. Yeah. Texas Tech ran an onside kick and recovered it against Texas early in the second quarter. They did the Pat McAfee onside kick. What an incredible job by the Texas Tech kicker early in the second quarter. What a great play. Anyway, TCU, 3 receivers right, 1 left, running back to Duggan's right, takes snap, straight drop, looking left. Now steps up, looking deep over the middle. He fires. He's got a man on the left side, hurdles a man, and out of bounds at the Iowa State 27-yard line. TCU not done yet. That's a gain of 30. Out of bounds at the Iowa State 20. Important that he got out of bounds. TCU can huddle up here. Iowa State running their classic prevent defense. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Duggan all the time in the world to throw. Dumps it off short. Barlow runs out of bounds after a gain of 1.5. Three receivers right, 2 to the left for Max Duggan in the shotgun. 2nd and 8, 48 seconds left. Duggan takes snap, straight drop. Now steps up to his left. He's going to have to run it to his left. He gets out of bounds close to the first down marker. 40 seconds to go. It appears he did get the first down. Again, important he gets out of bounds. TCU can save that final timeout. 40 seconds left in the ball game. Iowa State, again, doing their best prevent defense, which prevents you from winning, as I've said time and time and time again. And actually, it looks like they marked Duggan out short. Iowa State will take a timeout, get that defense a break, particularly the defensive line. The linebackers and secondary don't appear to be doing much of anything. Like, sure, now the defense decides to not let anyone behind them. Freaking good Lord. TCU's upcoming schedule, by the way, at Texas and then Kansas State and Oklahoma, both at home. So they go on the road against a top 10 team. Then they play the team that just beat a top 5 team on the road at home. And then they get said top 5 team that won't be a top 5 team anymore at home. 40 seconds to go here. TCU with the ball 3rd and 1 at the Iowa State 19-yard line, trailing by 9. Duggan takes snap. They're going to run it and pick up a first down. Interesting. So the clock will stop to remove the chains. And that's a muffed snap. That's going to be the same thing that happened to Louisiana. That's a muffed snap, so a fumble, regathering and then spiking it. So that'll be illegal forward pass, just like it was last week against Louisiana. So he muffs the snap. The center backed up over Duggan's hands, so he couldn't bring the ball up, and that'll be intentional grounding. And TCU will have to burn their final timeout to avoid the 10-second runoff. And now you just got to chuck it up to the end zone and hope if you're TCU. Now, the question here to me is, you're down by 9. At what point do you consider just taking a field goal? Because if you take a field goal, it's a 1-score game. And then the touchdown wins it for you. The other question, I mean, you're going to have to score twice. So TCU will send out Max Duggan in the offense. Second and 10 for TCU after the intentional grounding call. Max Duggan takes a snap. Will McDonald's in the backfield, and he sacks him for a loss of 7. And that should end the game. That's the 6th sack of the day for Iowa State, and that should end this game. There's 20 seconds left, running clock. TCU clocks it. There's a flag down. I don't think everyone was set. And that'll be a 10-second runoff, and there'll be 7 seconds left after this penalty. And Iowa State is going to come out of Fort Worth, Texas with a win. It's TCU's first home loss. First home opener loss in 18 years, and it's Iowa State's first win in Fort Worth in 8. Iowa State's 6th sack of the day. $31-yard line. Max Duggan looking left. He's going to fire it back left corner. He's got a man open. Touchdown TCU with no time left. Rest in peace, every single person that had the cover. Iowa State is going to win the football game. TCU can, I don't know if they'll attempt the kick or the 2-point conversion or anything. I don't know how this works. They can't win. So Iowa State has won the football game. Breece Hall waving goodbye to the TCU fans. He's talking to someone on the sideline. He's pointing up into the crowd. And I'm not sure here. Do they kick the extra point here? I don't actually know what happens here. I think the game's just over. And Gary Patterson will greet Matt Campbell. They will elect not to take the points. So that'll do it. Iowa State wins at 37-34. TCU scores a garbage time touchdown on the final play of the game to cap off the game. Yeah, I don't really have a whole lot else to say. It was a much better game from Iowa State offensively. The defense still scares me a lot, giving up big plays, especially over the middle. When you got guys like Lawrence White, Mike Rose, Greg Eisworth in the middle of the field deep, and you're getting beat, that's very concerning. So we will conclude the stream there. I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow night for Green Bay at New Orleans. I will be streaming. It's whether or not you guys decide to jump on as well. I will also be streaming Oklahoma at Iowa State next Saturday. I will say the Texas Tech game. I was one of the students that got one of the tickets that they give out, like 1,000 student tickets, even though there were 30 some hundred that bought tickets. They're giving out 1,000 a game. But anyway, it's a conversation for another day. I will be at the Texas Tech game, so I will not be streaming for that one. I will be streaming for every other game that I'm not at, all the road games and all the other home games that I don't get selected to go to. But Texas Tech, I will not be here for. I will see you guys tomorrow night for Green Bay at New Orleans and next Saturday for Oklahoma at Iowa State. Closing thoughts. Let's go beat Oklahoma, I guess. Clean up the defense deep. That's about all I got. If you enjoyed the stream, be sure to like and subscribe for all the content that I am bringing. Click the bell to be notified whenever I go live and whenever I upload a video. And I will see you guys next time. Peace out.